Change your thoughts, and you will change the world. Life is like a flowing river, always moving, ever changing, sweeping us along with its worries and burdens. Amidst this current, have you ever felt lost, like a small leaf drifting aimlessly with no clear direction? Yet even in this bustling stream of life, there are lotus flowers that continue to bloom, radiate fragrance, and rise from the mud without being tainted. The lotus represents a pure soul, even surrounded by hardships and trials, it remains serene within. Happiness, peace, and values that we sometimes believe we must seek outside of ourselves actually come from within. So, how can we maintain inner peace amid instability? How can we avoid being swept away by worry and distress? The answer lies in a journey of inner discovery, beginning with a change in thought and perspective on the world. Welcome to Life Lessons. In the next few moments, we will explore profound insights from Buddhist philosophy on the theme, a peaceful heart amidst everyday life, so that you may find peace, confidence, and simple joys in daily living. Let's embark on this journey together. 1. Living in inner peace. The heart as the root of all things. In Buddhist philosophy, the heart is seen as the root of all actions, emotions, and thoughts. The Buddha taught that everything begins with the heart, and what we think will directly influence how we feel and act. The heart is like a seed, the nature of the seed we plant determines the plant that grows. If we nurture our minds with thoughts of love, gratitude, and kindness, life will reward us with positive and joyful experiences. Conversely, if our hearts are filled with anxiety, anger, or resentment, life becomes heavy and difficult, like a sky blanketed with dark clouds. From a practical perspective, the phrase, "the heart is the root of all things," is not just an abstract theory but something we can apply directly to daily life. When our hearts are full of worry and restlessness, everything around us feels challenging, leading to tension and conflict. But when the heart is calm, we view life with compassion, easily forgiving, empathizing, and loving, and things seem lighter. The heart is the center of our perception, the root of all reactions and thoughts. When we learn to control the heart, we master life. Thoughts shape reality. A Buddhist story tells of a poor farmer who was constantly troubled about life. Every day, he sat beside his small field, questioning why life was so harsh. His heart was filled with resentment and dissatisfaction. One day, he met a monk and asked how he could lessen his suffering. The monk smiled and said, "When you change your thoughts, everything will change." Initially, the farmer did not understand this teaching, but over time, he realized that when he stopped complaining and learned to appreciate what he had, life became peaceful. He did not become wealthier, but his mind grew lighter, and he felt happier. This story clearly illustrates the principle that the heart is the root of all things. When we change our thoughts, life changes accordingly. What we see in the world is not an absolute reality but a reflection of our minds. When our hearts are clouded by anger, jealousy, or hatred, we perceive a world full of negativity. But when we view life with love and compassion, life feels light and worth living. This is the power of the heart. Our hearts can either be our allies or our obstacles. Everything depends on how we choose to nurture it. Cultivating a peaceful heart. In today's pressure-filled life, many people seek peace outside of themselves without realizing that the true source of peace lies within. Meditation is an effective method for controlling and purifying the mind. By dedicating time each day to stillness, we can see more clearly the nature of our thoughts and emotions, ensuring they do not dominate our lives. Meditation not only calms the soul but also enhances concentration and positive thinking. People who practice meditation often describe a sense of tranquility, as if they have entered a different space, free from worry and anxiety. When the heart is at peace, we easily find joy in small things around us, in sunlight, birdsong, or a smile. Life then becomes gentle and fulfilling, for we are no longer caught in the cycle of desire and worry. In truth, real peace does not come from external things but from acceptance and contentment with the present moment. Mastering thoughts and actions. People often think that emotions and thoughts are natural and uncontrollable, but in fact, we can control them. For example, when facing a challenge, if our mind is strong, we see it as an obstacle to overcome. But if our mind is weak, we easily sink into fear and self-doubt. Those who succeed in life are usually those who know how to master their minds, always maintaining positive and optimistic thinking. The key doesn't lie in avoiding negative thoughts but in observing them objectively. When anxiety or fear arises, we should watch these thoughts as spectators, without letting them overwhelm our minds. This is how we take control of our thoughts, keeping the mind from becoming enslaved by emotions. With patience and focus, we can gradually change our perspective, thereby achieving true peace and happiness. Compassion and gratitude. A heart full of compassion helps us connect sincerely with others. When our heart holds compassion, we easily forgive, love, and tolerate the mistakes of others. Compassion is not only a noble virtue but also a powerful source of energy that helps us overcome any difficulty. Compassion removes the sense of loneliness, as we see ourselves as part of life and part of a larger community. Likewise, gratitude is an effective way to keep our minds bright. When we are grateful, we see the good in life, even in the simplest things. Every day, take time to note things for which you are thankful. This not only helps us stay positive but also reduces stress and anxiety. The philosophy, "The mind is the root of all things," is not merely theoretical but a profound lesson that can change lives. The mind is where everything begins and ends. If we know how to nurture and care for it, life becomes more complete, peaceful, and happy. Start by changing your thoughts, viewing life with love and gratitude, so you can not only find peace for yourself but also spread joy and happiness to those around you. Life is a series of choices, and each choice reflects the state of our soul. So, choose to nurture a positive and peaceful mind. When we change the mind, we will change our lives and the world around us. Underscore 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 underscore. 2. Positive thinking as the key to happiness. The power of positive thinking. Positive thinking is not just an appealing concept, it is a hidden power that can transform one's life. In Buddhist philosophy, the mind is likened to a mirror that reflects all things and phenomena in life. If the mirror is clear, everything it reflects is bright and distinct. Conversely, when the mind is clouded by anxiety, anger, and jealousy, the reflections are dark and heavy. Positive thinking is a conscious choice to keep the mind clear and focused on the good. When we choose to think positively, we not only feel happier but also spread positive energy around us, influencing our reactions to all situations and significantly improving our own lives and those of others. Reality as a reflection of the mind. A fundamental principle of Buddhism is that all phenomena originate in the mind. This means that the reality we experience depends on how we perceive it. When we look at life with positive thoughts, we see a meaningful world, find people lovable, and make the journey enjoyable. Conversely, when our minds are filled with negative thoughts, we feel as though everything is against us, view people with suspicion, and see life as a series of disappointments. In everyday life, positive thinking brings practical benefits. When facing difficulties, rather than retreating or worrying, a person with positive thoughts sees it as an opportunity to learn and grow. This approach enables them not only to overcome challenges but also to become stronger and more resilient. Life is a chain of trials, and what differentiates the successful from the unsuccessful is how they face adversity. The positive thinker finds solutions, while the negative thinker focuses on the problem. Positive thinking and mental health. In an era where stress, anxiety, and depression are increasing, positive thinking has been proven beneficial for mental health. Psychological studies show that those who maintain positive thoughts are less prone to psychological issues such as depression, anxiety, and stress. They have a quicker recovery from emotional setbacks and feel happier and more satisfied with life. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring or denying life's difficulties, it's about viewing them from a hopeful and optimistic perspective. For example, when facing failure, a positive person doesn't see it as the end but as an opportunity to start anew, learn, and grow. From a Buddhist perspective, this is the lesson of impermanence: everything changes, and nothing lasts forever. Today's hardships can become the motivation and strength for the future if we view them correctly. Positive thinking and relationships. In relationships, positive thinking plays a crucial role. Positive-minded people find it easier to make friends, maintain good relationships with family and colleagues, and are well-liked by others. When we view life with compassion and tolerance, we forgive easily, accept, and empathize with others' mistakes. Instead of criticizing or judging, we encourage and motivate, creating a harmonious and comfortable environment in which to live and work. A Buddhist story tells of a monk who met a person constantly angry and troubled by life's injustices. The monk asked, "If someone offers you a gift and you do not accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The person replied, "Of course, it belongs to the giver." The monk smiled and said, "Similarly, if others give you criticism or blame, and you do not accept it, it will not affect you." This story demonstrates the power of positive thinking. When we do not accept negative thoughts from others, we keep our minds peaceful. Positive people are not affected by others' criticism or negative opinions because they maintain optimism and confidence within themselves. Nurturing positive thinking every day. Positive thinking is not a natural state but a skill that requires practice. One daily exercise for nurturing positive thinking is practicing gratitude. Each day, jot down the good things you're grateful for. This practice helps us focus on the positive and realize that life offers countless reasons for happiness. Another way to cultivate positive thinking is by meditating and observing our own thoughts. Meditation brings clarity to the mind, enabling us to recognize negative thoughts as they arise without letting them control our emotions. Once we understand that these thoughts are only temporary reactions, not our true nature, we can gradually transform them into positive ones. Positive thinking is the key to unlocking happiness, not because it erases all challenges but because it allows us to face them more lightly. Living with positive thoughts, we become a source of positive energy for ourselves and those around us. This not only brings us joy and peace but also spreads happiness to our community and society. Life is full of events, but how we receive and respond to them will determine our quality of life. Choose to look at life with optimism so that, no matter the circumstances, we can see the light and find joy. Positive thinking is the guiding force that helps us overcome challenges and live a fulfilling life. Underscore 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 underscore. 3. Freedom through letting go. Letting go for liberation. In life, each person carries invisible burdens. These could be painful memories, regrets about the past, or unfulfilled desires and expectations. Buddhism teaches that much of human suffering stems from attachment to things that no longer exist, to endless desires. This attachment keeps us stuck, unable to feel inner freedom and enjoy the joys of the present moment. Letting go does not mean giving up or avoiding life, but rather accepting reality and allowing ourselves to move past things that no longer serve us. In Buddhist philosophy, letting go is a method of inner liberation, helping us achieve true peace. The Buddha once said, "Let go, and you will be free." This teaching is not just an abstract philosophy but a practical guide to alleviating suffering in daily life. Releasing expectations and desires. Expectations are a major cause of pain. When we want things to unfold our way, disappointment follows when they don't. Life is an ever-changing flow, trying to control or predict everything is impossible. When we learn to let go of expectations, we feel lighter, ready to face any challenge calmly and optimistically. In practice, try releasing the expectation that others should meet your desires. Instead, focus on self-improvement, fully experiencing each moment, and accepting others as they are. When we no longer cling to the idea that people must act according to our wishes, compassion and tolerance begin to flourish, making relationships more harmonious. Letting go of past hurts. One of the hardest things to let go of is past pain. Those wounds may have caused us suffering, but holding on to them only prolongs it. In Buddhism, the past and future are considered illusions, only the present truly exists. When we accept that the past is gone and unchangeable, we find liberation. Practicing letting go can begin with forgiveness, for others and ourselves. Forgiveness doesn't mean justifying what happened, but releasing the weight of anger and resentment. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves to move forward with a lighter, freer heart. Letting go is a liberating action that brings us to a state of freedom and serenity. When we are no longer bound by expectations, past wounds, and attachments, we realize how beautiful and peaceful life truly is. Letting go is not just an act of releasing but also an unconditional acceptance, a readiness to embrace all that life brings with gratitude and tranquility. 4. Compassion and tolerance bring peace. Compassion and tolerance. Compassion and tolerance are two noble qualities that anyone should cultivate for a peaceful and meaningful life. In Buddhist philosophy, compassion is not just pity but also a proactive effort to alleviate the suffering of all beings. The Buddha taught that compassion is the foundation of a peaceful mind and the path to liberation. Tolerance, as an expression of compassion, manifests in forgiveness and acceptance of others' mistakes without judgment or resentment. Compassion and tolerance benefit not only others but also free us from negative emotions. When we know how to love and forgive, we release our mind from the binds of resentment and anger, emotions that only bring us stress and suffering. Tolerance does not mean condoning wrongful actions but understanding that everyone has their struggles and limitations, allowing us to act with greater kindness. Compassion starts with ourselves. Before we can show compassion and tolerance to others, we must first learn to be compassionate to ourselves. In life, we can often become our own harshest critics, blaming ourselves for past mistakes. Buddhism teaches that everyone is capable of making mistakes, and what matters is learning from those experiences without clinging to the past and causing ourselves pain. When we are compassionate toward ourselves, we can more easily extend tolerance to others, understanding that everyone needs time and empathy to grow. Tolerance in daily relationships. In relationships with family, friends, and colleagues, tolerance is essential for sustaining happiness and harmony. When we are tolerant of others' mistakes, we help them feel accepted and create a peaceful, warm environment. Modern life's pressures often make people more critical of each other. But when we pause, understand, and overlook minor faults, we'll find relationships become more harmonious, allowing both sides to feel at ease and comfortable. Extending compassion to society. Compassion and tolerance are not limited to our family or loved ones but should extend to the community and society. Living with compassion, we're more willing to help those less fortunate, share with those in difficulty, and contribute to a harmonious community. Buddhism teaches that all beings are connected, and the pain of others affects us as well. Compassion helps us see that when we benefit others, we too receive blessings. Life becomes more meaningful when we open our hearts to love and embrace others. Compassion and tolerance are not only ways of treating others but also ways of nurturing peace within ourselves. When we release negative emotions and accept the imperfections of others, as well as ourselves, we find tranquility, making life more complete and beautiful. Underscore 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 underscore. 5. living fully in every moment brings true happiness. Living fully in every moment. In today's hectic world, people easily get caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. But Buddhism teaches that true happiness isn't found in far-off places but in each present moment. Living fully in each moment is a state of mind, the ability to focus entirely on what is happening now without letting the mind wander to other thoughts. When we do this, life becomes richer and more meaningful. The present is the only real moment. Buddhism often teaches that the past is a memory, and the future is only a prediction. The present moment is the only reality. When we live fully in the present, we connect more deeply with the people and things around us, as well as with ourselves. We realize that happiness doesn't come from what we might gain in the future but from how we feel and experience life right here, right now. Living in the moment reduces stress and anxiety. Anxiety often arises from persistent thoughts about things beyond our control, such as the past or the future. When the mind clings to these things, we fall into states of stress and pressure. By focusing on the present moment, we free the mind from these worries, bringing inner peace and balance. For example, when eating, focus solely on the flavors and aromas of the food. When working, pay attention to each movement and sensation. These small actions help us break free from anxiety and stress. Practicing mindfulness to live in the moment. Buddhism offers the method of mindfulness to help us live in the present. Mindfulness is the ability to observe and focus on what is happening around us without judgment. Take a few minutes each day to sit quietly, focus on your breath, and feel your body. As we practice mindfulness, worries gradually fade, replaced by a sense of peace and happiness even in the simplest moments. Finding deep meaning in each moment. When we live fully in every moment, we find deeper meaning in life. Every action, no matter how small, becomes significant. We realize that joy doesn't necessarily come from great achievements but from the simple things, like the morning sunlight, a smile, or a caring word from a loved one. These small things reveal the beauty of life and awaken gratitude within us. Living fully in each moment is a way to achieve true happiness. When we're no longer bound by the past or worried about the future, we live freely and peacefully. Instead of letting life slip by, we learn to appreciate and love each moment. In these moments, we find genuine peace and joy, making life more meaningful and fulfilling. Underscore 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 underscore. Changing yourself is the first step to changing the world. Every positive thought, every small action, can create a big impact. Open your heart, let compassion and love spread, and you'll see the world around you become more beautiful each day. Remember, all change starts with you. If you found this video helpful, please like, share it with friends, and subscribe to the channel for more meaningful content. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts, we'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching.